Yo, what's going on, good people? It's your man D Train. Oh boy, wow, I still got this shirt on. I'm gonna have to wash this thing pretty soon. I can smell it from here. Anyway, yeah, dudes, due to rates. Yeah, man. So okay, so the last couple days or so, we've had a couple people, commit suicide. And hey, happy Friday, you know. Hey, heavy topic on a Friday, I guess. Everybody's trying to go celebrate. And Anthony Bourdain also, he comes out and he, hangs himself and dies. Um and it's one thing to kind of raise these particular instances of suicide up, but it's another thing to, I don't know, man. It just seems like these are more important than the other ones, and there's a bigger issue that we have to deal with, and that's what people are actually dealing with in their real lives. Um, a lot of times when I try to attack, not attack, but go in on somebody, it's typically somebody that's not, like, I try not to mess with real people, like, and I hate to say it like that, but the real people meaning like people like neighbors and people in real life, and even people on YouTube to a certain extent, because you kind of see them as normal, like normal humans, normal people that you would kind of see as somebody kind of like yourself in a sense. Um and then we see these people who are more public, who are out there, who are famous. Is this video so famous? I'm doing the air quotes. Um, but we forget that these are real people, just normal people who've been elevated by something. Either the media or some entity said, "Hey, we should all listen to them." Right? And when I first heard about this, it was going to be a completely different um a different video, different podcast, cuz first thing I thought about, oh, is he hated Trump anyway. I know it's sad for me to think like that, but these are some interesting times, right? We just got through 8 years. I wish it was four, but the alternative 4 years ago would have been probably just as bad. Anyway, um, 8 years of Barack Obama apologizing, just kowtowing. It seems like it just, it just was weak, dude. And after like the first 6 months, I saw what it was, and then to have people still believe that he was like this great person, as shady and as much as he lied, it kind of clouds your your senses to the fact that these are people too. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten to that point where I'm just like, I don't even. The only reason I knew that this dude died was because I went online. I don't even turn the TV on unless I'm putting in a movie. Probably a movie with some of these people who also hate Trump in it, right? And I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to get burn these, right? But again, these are just normal people, and if you can conceptualize, I'm just a normal dude. I'm just a regular dude, just living life, who has a freaking camera that I can turn on and project some, whatever the fuck out to people. Okay. I'm just a normal dude, but in my real life, it's kind of heavy. and I should probably turn on my comments thing so I can read comments. I dipped into I Smoke Hip Hop's live stream the other night, man, and it was banging, dude. I loved it. He was reading comments, so I'm gonna try to do better at that, just like some of my other compadres on this YouTube thing here do. I'm gonna try to do better, man, but I'm not as good as y'all yet. You know, I'm still I still got my trainer shoes on. But we got to remember that these people are just like regular people and they go through issues. Now, I'm a regular dude, right? But in my regular life, I see the peace that I am in other people's lives. And that's heavy, dude. It's real heavy. And you got these people out here who have a lot of money, who have a lot of influence, but at the same time, they are also responsible for, okay, you got my few people that I feel like I have to work hard to make sure they're okay. You know, every day it almost seems like I have to feel like, um, hey, what's up, Carlos CEO John? Said Bourdain was up front and center. He overcame addiction. I liked him. I think it is sad that he committed suicide. Yeah. I liked his style. He was a cool cat. Yeah, he did seem like a cool cat. And he experienced a lot of things. And just in research, what I did was I went in and I said, all right, let me find out something about this dude because I didn't really know much about him. I like to cook, but he wasn't on my radar like that. Same thing with the Kate Spade thing. I didn't really know who she was. And then I realized I did remember something about her being related to David Spade. And it was his brother that she was related to, and they came up with this business with the handbags and whatnot. She sold it, came up with another company called Frances Valentine, named after her daughter. And I was looking at some of those videos, man, and it seemed like she had a rough time, or not rough, but the child raising thing was really confusing for her. You remember her from fashion, Carlos? Yeah, I didn't I didn't I what even though right. Not so what it's like you remember I remember the name, but I didn't know what to associate it with. You know what I'm saying? It was like I would have thought she was in fashion of some sort, but I wouldn't have known like what segment. Um and it just seemed like she was having a hard time with child rearing, and I can identify with that. You it's like every day you want to give your kids something that they can remember, and a lot of times it just feels like they're not listening. They not interested. I'm not saying this is what brought about that stress that probably led to her doing that, but me as a regular dude having those same issues that I'm sure maybe Bourdain had or any of these other people. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hello? Yes. Yes. Really? Okay. Uh huh.